Chomsky is an American linguist, philosopher, cognitive scientist, historian, logician, social critic, and political activist, sometimes described as the father of modern linguistics. On May 10, 2016, he published the book Who Ruled the World, where he talks about America and how it is losing its world's leading role. When we ask who rules the world, we commonly adopt the standard convention that the actors in world affairs are states, primarily the great powers, and we consider their decisions and their relations among them. That is no wrong, but we would do well to keep in mind that this level of abstraction can also be highly misleading. In the contemporary global order, the institutions of the masters hold enormous power not only in the international arena, but also within their home states, on which they rely to protect their power and to provide economic support by a wide variety of means. Noam begins by reviewing the Western picture of world order. This is particularly crucial in three regions: East Asia, where the US Navy has become used to treating the Pacific as an American lake; Europe, where NATO, meaning the United States, which accounts for staging 3/4 of NATO's military spending, guarantees the territorial integrity of its member states; and the Middle East, where giant US naval and air bases exist to reassure friends and to intimidate rivals. The fundamental question of international relations, then, is whether the US should accept that other major powers should have some kind of zone of influence in their neighborhoods. Beginning with the American lake, some eyebrows might be raised over the report in mid-December 2015 that an American B-52 bomber on a routine mission over the South China Sea unintentionally flew within 2 nautical miles of an Arctic island built by China. One need not be a supporter of China's provocative and aggressive actions in the South China Sea to notice that the incident did not involve a Chinese nuclear-capable bomber in the Caribbean or off the coast of California, where China has no pretensions of establishing a Chinese lake, luckily for the world. Turning to the second region, Eastern Europe, there is a crisis brewing at the NATO-Russian border. It is no small matter. The present crisis has its origins in 1991 with the end of Cold War and the collapse of the Soviet Union. The Western response to Russia's collapse was triumphalist. It was hailed as signaling the end of story, the final victory of Western capitalist democracy, almost as if Russia were being instructed to revert to its pre-World War and stages as a virtually economic colony of the West. Let us turn to the third region of major concern, the largely Islamic world, also the scene of the global war on terror that George Bush declared in 2001 after the 9/11 terrorist attack. To be more accurate, redeclared. The success of the Bush-Obama version of GWOT can readily be evaluated on the direct inspection. When the war was declared, the terrorist targets were confined to a small corner of tribal Afghanistan. They were protected by Afghans, who mostly disliked or despised them, under the tribal code of hospitality, which baffled Americans when poor Protestants refused to turn over Osama bin Laden for the, to them, astronomical sum of $25 million. There are good reasons to believe that a well-constructed police action or even serious diplomatic negotiations with the Taliban might have placed those suspected of the 9/11 crimes in American hands for trial and sentencing instead. The reflexive choice was large-scale violence, not with the goal of overthrowing the Taliban, but to make clear U.S. contempt for alternative Taliban's offers of the possible extradition of bin Laden. How serious these offers were, we do not know, since the possibility of exploring them was never entertained. Or perhaps the US was just intent on trying to show its muscle, score a victory, and scare everyone in the world. They don't care about the suffering of the Afghanistans or how many people we will lose. That sums up why no one's call America a secondary superpower.